eye candy-wise, fulfill all the needs in the drama land. Everything makes sense. Not very friendly to people who do not understand the game at all.你是我的荣耀, You Are My Glory is a 32-episode web drama that's being aired on the platform Tencent. This drama is led by Yang Yang and Di Li Zheba. It is based on a book written by the author Gu Man. She is also the author of the original novel, Level 2, that probably a lot of the Chinese drama viewers know. She is also the author who wrote 何以笙箫默, which got adapted into both a film and a television series. Since the end of September last year, when this drama went into production, a lot of people have been keeping a very close look on it because both leads are high-profile actors in China. This drama took 3 months to film, so it wrapped January this year. Half a year later, it comes out, a rather reasonable schedule for a contemporary drama. As I'm making this first impression video, I have watched the first 12 episodes, and I'll give it a 1 gold mine rating on my 7-level scale. A quick introduction to what this drama is about. This is a romantic contemporary story between a big star played by Di Li Zheba, very fitting for her to play, and a aerospace engineer played by Yang Yang. These two characters are high school classmates. She was interested in him, but he wasn't interested in her. 10 years later, she has become one of the most popular stars in the country who enjoys money, fame, glamour, glitter, living in the penthouse in the most expensive places in China, whereas he is working in what he loves, aerospace engineering, but as a normal person getting a salary, is running into his 30-year-old life crisis where he has to think whether he should keep chasing his dream or yield to reality, find a job that will actually get him the money he wants to support his family, all that. Let me first talk about the good things, the positive things about this drama. First, rather simple and superficial reason. Very good-looking people. Good-looking drama too. The drama is made with a rather good standard. Actors use their own voice, so good. Sets, cinematography, color palette, everything looks very, very well done. Definitely a production that had money and had care that went into it. So, eye candy-wise, fulfill all the needs that you want in the drama land. I think a lot of people, when they first heard about these two people playing a drama, the first reaction they would have was like, finally, hey? They ended up being a couple on screen. Somehow, it has taken that many years for it to happen. The second thing, which I don't really have much authority of, but because I've looked at enough people's reviews and their opinions, I think it's very valid. There's a dust floating in front of me, which is this is very close to the original novel because it's written by the same person. The author Gu Man of the book also wrote the script, and it's sticking to the book very, very closely. If you've read the book and you like the book, like the characters, like the things that happens, well, lucky you. But if you haven't read the book, then that part is irrelevant. The third thing, and I think the most important thing, is compared to quite a few other dramas that I can think of this year, this is actually a quite enjoyable, reasonable, logical, contemporary romantic drama. The biggest worry I had for this production before it aired was it's gonna be filled with artificial sweeteners, it's gonna be filled with tropes, it's gonna just be all about romantic relationships and nobody do job, you know, the classic sickness of Chinese contemporary dramas. After watching 12 episodes, I feel I'm pretty safe to say those problems do not exist for this drama. Although it looks like a very archetypical setup of characters, and it's screaming for tropes and logic holes that just doesn't make sense. And so far it hasn't happened. How they meet 10 years after their high school, how their love line progresses, how they gradually becomes more interested in each other, particularly the guy side, because the girl has always had a romantic feeling towards the guy. The logic has to work behind it. Two people who kind of live in two totally different worlds, how would they come across? It all makes sense. Nothing actually comes out as that is just for the convenience of making two people kiss, therefore you made that happen. That has become a rare thing in Chinese contemporary drama. Plus, it actually has quite a lot of carefully put in details that really is not self-explanatory. In a way, it doesn't scream, I've done this, so appreciate me. For example, in the process of them falling in love, he has become more and more attracted to her and inevitably started to think about this girl a lot. And one of his colleagues got sick, which is played by Pan Yuemin, okay, a great actor. So he was in hospital talking to his colleague and the colleague's wife, and the wife mentioned there's this baozi, the steamed bomb with a meaty core, where you can buy it. I bought it, it's really delicious. He just made a mental note. And then he went to buy that and then brought that as a breakfast to the girl. But this drama didn't intentionally point that out. There's no cueing of the drama intentionally making you notice these things. You just see him, as usual, buying breakfast and then bring that to the girl. And because he never bought baozi for her before, so she looked at the bag and she's like, you bought me a baozi? And he's like, yeah. And then the plot goes on. Nobody explains anything, but I was like, I am very appreciative of those little details. A lot of dramas would not bother with these things. They would try to just kill you with everything they have. It's like, look, sugar here. Look, sugar there. We do it intentionally for you. This drama is like, if the audiences care, you will see it. If not, well, whatever. So in a way, the drama has a very cool view on itself. We do not intentionally emphasize what we have put into our drama. Go discover that yourself. Plus, this drama does involve, at least the first 12 episodes, one big plot of the aerospace part. I hope the later episode will have more, because that part is really the most exciting part of the drama, and I'm pretty sure they definitely consulted real aerospace engineers about satellites, about all those things. So that professional part, although I do not understand any of the things they're talking about, it looks very, very well presented. Also, there's a point I want to quickly mention. If you're up to speed with this drama, you probably have seen Di Li Reba's character Qiao Jingjing text Yu Tu, Yang Yang's character, to comfort him. She said, "You're already a rabbit who has seen the most amount of stars." He was very touched by it, but if you do not know the background story of it, you may be confused. What happened was, there was a moon landing explorer little robot from China called Yu Tu, Jade Rabbit, coming from the folklore of there's a moon goddess who has a pet rabbit. When it was sent to moon, it was initially designed to only operate for a couple of months, but it actually stood the test and operated for over 2 years. During this time, it has a social media account called the Jade Rabbit, and it will have a very personal tone, sending out messages, sending out pictures of what it has been doing on moon. And the last message from this explorer on social media was, "I'm out of service and I have to say goodbye now. But I am already the rabbit who has seen the most amount of stars." So that does show the female character has been keeping an eye out for the information, for all the things that happens with the male lead's profession. And she sends out the most suitable words to comfort him. So those are all the good things. Now, things that may be problematic for You're My Glory's potential viewer. First, this drama has a very heavy content of acting as a type of promotional video, in a way, for the Tencent-owned cell phone game, Honor of King, 王者荣耀. This game was national in China due to last year's pandemic lockdown, because so many people so suddenly got locked down at home and had nothing to do but playing games. One major plot line in the early parts of this drama has a lot to do with playing the game. As you can imagine, this drama contains a lot of gameplay, like a lot. It's very well made. They integrate that CGI with the real life space. There's almost an augmented reality type of scenes happening here and there. They go into detail about how you strategize, how you make up your team, what you should be playing to win, and all the process of winning one game. It's actually very well represented, so much better than a lot of so-called gaming dramas. But if you don't play the game, for example, like me, I do not play the game. I have no idea about what is the logic behind the game. Although I've heard about it, I've seen it, I know like a couple of very well-known memes coming out of it. Still, when I watch those parts, I am kind of kept away from understanding it pretty much. And that's just because of what kind of audience I am. So if you are like me, there might be large chunks of the episodes in early stage that you would need to speed through. Not very friendly to people who do not understand the game at all. The second thing about this drama is it is 32 episodes, but its original book is only 187,000 Chinese characters. To give you a comparison, Guardian's original book is about 3 times as long as this one. So 32 episodes feels very bloated. Either this original author has added new plotline for this drama version, or she just really slowed down the pace of the drama and then filled it up still with the original story. By this point, 12 episodes, you can already sense this drama is overall very relaxed, slow-pacing drama. If you are a person who like very exciting plots that just keeps coming at you, then this drama may just be too lukewarm for you to have your emotion all worked up and waiting for what to happen. You may drop out somewhere along the line because you've forgotten what has happened last week when the new week updates. That could be a potential problem for this drama. Then the last thing, don't think it's really a negative part, but it's a part that is, let's say, didn't perform exceeding my expectation at all, which is the performance of the leading actor and actress. I would say they actually performed exact to my expectation. So it's not a bad thing, but it's almost like a neutral thing. 迪丽热巴 playing a glamorous, super beautiful star as a glamorous and super beautiful star. So she's like perfect. And she did exactly what I expect she would do. So it is a very qualified job, but no extra marks. As for Yang Yang, compared to some of his previous contemporary dramas, I would say in this drama, he improved. In certain things I can tell, he has become a little bit more relaxed than previously. The impression he gives people is like he's so good looking and he's so self-conscious about how good looking he is. Still, I think it's quite far away from being a proper, serious, real actor. You still feel there's barriers he needs to break through before he can fully let go of being Yang Yang and then embody the character, welcome whatever character into him fully. That's my opinion about his performance. He looks great though, hardly aged a day. From back when he was like 18 when I first met him. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay this good looking and in this good shape for another 10 years. So I'm not worried about him as an actor appearance-wise running out of the best time. But I hope within that time he would be able to improve on the professional track of becoming a serious actor. So that will conclude my opinion on the drama 你是我的荣耀 You Are My Glory. Hopefully this has been useful for you to decide whether you should go watch this drama yourself. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.